Hey everybody, Shay here. I'm really pushing my limits as to how many videos I can record in a day on a work night when it's basically midnight. But I really wanted to get this vlog out of the way for Demon Slayer Volume 1 by Koyuharu Gotoge. Hopefully I pronounced that more or less right. It's been about 4 years since I've done the original Demon Slayer Manga Delves on the original Manga Delve channel. This is basically Manga Delve 2.0, and I couldn't let go of the project idea of doing these blind reads of manga and then basically treating them like reaction videos, but it's basically me reading the manga and reacting to the events as they unfold. I ended up trying a different version of it with Attack on Titan, where it eventually just turned into more of a review. I was kind of marathoning through the series, but it turned into more of a review vlog. And on the prior channel that those were on, the feedback was basically that this format was the more enjoyable. And to be honest, this is why this project idea has never died for me. I really like the idea of reading something and being able to react to those moments. So I wanted to bring that back. Now, I've already read the volume 1 of Demon Slayer, but because it's been 4 years, I really need to get back into the story. I remember quite a bit of it because not only did I read it 4 years ago, I ended up editing the video, so I went through my own thoughts the second time, and then over the years, I ended up doing a compilation episode of all of the chapters in this, because I was releasing these as chapter vlogs, and they were long ones. Like, I think I was taking half an hour or so per chapter. They got very long. I think the first volume compilation was over 2 hours. So, do I think I'm going to be doing 2-hour episodes for these? I'm not sure, to be honest. I'll likely slice them up if that's the case, but I do want to go back to reading a volume and being able to record it, and if it gets too long, we'll just split them up into chapters and I'll release them more often. So this is more like a vlog to let you know that I'm back. I'm back, and I really want to get through it. So this is also a technology test. As you can see, I've set up the above camera with my Android phone. I realized, and it only took 4 years, and I wasn't testing it with my camera before. It was like a crappier Logitech camera that wouldn't focus, and even with my Android, I wasn't able to focus these words down here, and I realized in my OBS Studios, so the software that captures this, I had to actually force the Android to go to the maximum resolution. It was using, like, it was an auto, but it was using the crappiest resolution. So all of this was blurry, but look at the, that's pretty good, right? You can all see the fonts now. So this is gonna be better than the original uploads, at least, right? So we'll be able to do that. Anyways, I'm flipping through this, and even as I flip through it, I really remember some of these moments. So the original intent of this vlog was for me to do a manga reread of the Demon Slayer Volume 1. But because I've already done this, I kind of just want to turn on the camera and have a chat about what this format's going to look like, and basically just kick this off. I might just read this on my own, to be honest, unless you're all interested in me rereading this and having like commentary about moments along the way so that I can communicate what I remember about my feedback from those original videos. But it might be in my best interest to literally just rewatch my old reactions to the blind reactions to these page flip moments that happen in this, so that I am recontextualized. Like, I ended up buying the figures by Band Presto. They're really good quality figures. So I got these original, the ones that I was aware of. I know that there were more of them, but I'm like, I haven't read that far. So when I read that far, maybe I'll go hunt down those figures as well. What I did realize about the Band Presto figures, though, is that when they sell out, they're done. Like, you're not getting those again. I think they do reprints, or not reprint. That's not what you call for figures. Anyways, they do remolds. What's the word for that? Anyways, re-releases. I have seen them, but then there's like they're like variants. The colors will change or something. I'm not sure. Someone can maybe let me know what's up with that. But yeah, just flipping through. Yeah, he goes against like the those spirits with the rock. Like, that was a really cool chapter. Yeah, so this was fun. I do want to reread it though. This whole training session part was really fun. I remember there it is, the boulder moment. Oh, so fun. Oh, I guess I got one character I'm not familiar with. He's got like a hog head or something like that. I love the character designs of these, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this all plays out. I love that moment right there. Slice. That's so good. Oh, I love how crisp that shot is, man. It's so much, like, because I remember how much I struggled in the earlier. Oh, that's so good. In the earlier Manga Delves, where this was just so crappy quality. Like, go back. It's on the channel. They're all on the channel. They're all archived at this point. But I wanted to make sure it was all here so that people heard me talking about the past. You had access to that stuff if you wanted to see the crappier versions. That's just crap. I was a pioneer. It's how I kind of see it. I was trying something new. That's so good. That's so creepy, man. Anyways, so sorry, I'm very familiar with like the pacing of this, but I want to read all the words again, get all the names in. Like, I forget this demon's name. I do forget the names of these two characters that are the two spirits. And that reveal was kind of fun, right? So I'm kind of giving you a summary. But if you want to see the blind reaction of me going through those moments, by all means, go to the old content on the channel. It's archived under the Demon Slayer Manga Delve, Volume 1. and I got each chapter as its own episode, and it is thorough. So yeah, maybe we'll leave this episode as a quick vlog, very short. I'm under 10 minutes at this point. I gave a pretty decent summary of what I want to get out. I got the technology test out of the way, and I did an update on my booktube channel, basically saying that I am going to be planning to read volume 2, volume 3, and volume 4 in the month of April, and we will be doing these as Manga Delves. So I'm going to be coming back for sure, and we're absolutely going to be getting through at least one of these a week. At least from my perspective, I'm going to be doing one a week so that I can record them, do these vlogs, edit them, see if I'm going to be releasing them by chapter. If I do, then I'll release some more comments so that you're not waiting. What would it be? It's like 28. I can't see the numbers of the spines. Is it 27 or 28? Something like that. Volumes. If we do that for a month, it's going to take forever, and I do want to get through My Hero Academia and a bunch of other manga along the way. So to start, it might be one of these mangas per week, maybe split into chapters, but hopefully that will speed up as my production prowess gets better and more comfortable, and I get more confident about the setup, and I can just quickly pop, set up all these pieces, bang, we're good to go, and I get to maybe pop off maybe 2 volumes a week. That gets us 8 volumes a month, and so really it turns into like a 3 to 4 month run. But otherwise, we're just going to keep things chill around here, very casual, and it's just you check in and see where I'm at with these experiences. And I mean, hopefully I do speed these up, and if there's interest, of course, then I will come back more often to return back to this project. These are project channels for me. These are all hobbies, but I want to just make sure that I have a place to put things for the right audience, to find them, find archives of stuff that are relevant to their interests, so that it's not a variety channel that disorients the people who come and look for a specific kind of content that appeals to them. So hopefully by keeping this channel more of a super niche channel for just Manga Delves, where I do formats like this, I think that this will be something consistent to push through the year and see how it feels. I'm really looking forward to bringing Manga Delve back as an idea, as an experience. It was my favorite channel project, whatever you want to call it. It was my favorite experience on YouTube in the last decade. I do love gaming on YouTube and doing some book stuff here and there, but because I was jumping into manga for the first time, and still very much a noob, and I was also learning the culture of manga, the fandom, the ways to pronounce words, like even Koyoharu Gotoge, I think that's how you pronounce it, but by going through this, like in the early comments, people would help me with the pronunciation along the way, and that was also a really cool experience, and finding out how the words work and the names of the characters and that there's meanings behind them and this and that, like that was a fun experience. I loved it. It was my favorite. This would be the channel I would run as a primary channel if I could, if there was an audience for it. And to be honest, every time I've uploaded manga, like re-uploaded the content of the Manga Delve to the other channels as I was trying to find a home for this stuff, it always felt like there was like, I'm not saying that anything blew up. I'm saying there's little like 1 to 4 people that would come in and be excited that they found this content. And it sounds like a very small number, but you know how hard it is to find like a hardcore fan of any kind of content nowadays in the way that YouTube works? It's just the way that the algorithm works. It just searches people who just consume things very rapidly, as opposed to going through content in a very casual manner. And so long sequential series that go 20 volumes deep, it's very difficult to retain an audience that comes and discovers a channel because of a volume 1, but then you lose viewership along the way, and then YouTube thinks that the channel is dead, and then it stops pushing the content to new people, so discovery goes off the cliff. So the longer you run a sequential series, the more at risk you are of basically reducing your ROI, your return on investment, the return on investment of my time. I'm not really getting the reach that I want. I'm not looking for the money. I'm looking for the reach, reach, that because if the channel grows and becomes something, then I can invest more time in it, because maybe there will be money, but money's not the driver for me wanting to do these series. It is discovery and being able to find fandoms that make my experience more fulfilling, because if I'm having a good time, then I hope that enthusiasm emanates to the audience as well, and they're having a good time, right? And I think it's like that cyclical, symbiotic relationship, if you want to call it that, right? It goes both ways, and so I'm kind of, this is the vlog basically saying, I can't wait to come back to do Manga Delves. So hope you're prepared. This is for April, and again, if this gets easy to do and there's interest, I will be coming back and doing these more rapidly, and I'll start focusing on this content. You know what I mean? So thank you very much for checking this out, this quick vlog. I am going to be reading volume 1. I can do another quick vlog of it. Like, I'll release this and see what people think. But like I said, the content's already out there with the blind reaction. I'm not sure if the non-blind reaction is going to have the same effect. And then it's going to be weird to start on a volume 2, right? Because then that first volume was like 4 or 5 years ago, and it might look odd, feel odd, but it is what it is. I don't know. I'm not sure. This was all a random recording, as you can see, because I just wanted to test the technology and make sure that the game plan was on. It's a long weekend, and so I will catch you in those future episodes. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, buddy. Peace.